Right. Did the Patriots win it last night, or did the Rams lose it?
The Patriots definitely won the game. When you look at the way the game went and what they were able to do off defensively to the offense of the Los Angeles Rams, they completely won the game. They controlled the line of scrimmage. They controlled the down and distance. It was almost as though they've made the Rams do what they wanted them to do offensively when their defense was on the football field. And I haven't seen that in a long time. And it was impressive because everyone coming into this game was trying to figure out, okay, how can the Patriots eliminate the playmaking ability of the Los Angeles Rams with all the weapons that they have at their disposal? Well, they didn't even have to do anything because Todd Gurley was a non-factor as far as even just getting opportunities. But I like what Bill Belichick did. And Skip, you can't tell me now that their defense, his defense, didn't come through, because if it were not for his defense.
What did it do differently this time that it did against the Chargers and the Chiefs?
No. I'm not saying he did anything differently. I'm saying it was more effective against this offense. And the reason why it was more effective, when you look at specifically against the Rams versus the Chiefs, because when you look at Patrick Mahomes, his ability to escape and extend plays and be off script, that's what hurt the Patriots. They got the same amount of pressure on Patrick Mahomes. He was just able to extend plays and make plays outside the pocket, where Jared Goff got outside the pocket and he couldn't get anybody down the field. He couldn't hit anybody. He couldn't escape. He couldn't escape. His speed wasn't, he's not as fast as a Patrick Mahomes. But I like the game plan. I like their approach. They didn't do anything special. The offensive line of the Rams were terrible.
And they were voted best offensive line at the NFL honors. They were the best offensive line in football.
Together all year, and they played as though they couldn't identify simple blitz pickups, and they weren't stunting, doing anything creative that they had never seen. I was just blown away by the offensive line play, but the Patriots won the game.
Pats won.
Once again, on to Shannon. No Brady mention over there. Go ahead.
Yeah. Patriots defense.
Not one.
It was spectacular.
Not one mention. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I just want to note that for the record.
Yeah.
Not one mention. Your turn.
Yeah, I ain't gonna mention him either. The defense was unbelievable. The defense was unbelievable because when you hold the number 2 team as far as points, 33 points a game, you hold them to 3. Number 2 yardage, 421 yards a game. They got 260, 161. You hold them to 3 points, 260 yards, and their first 8 possessions went like this. Punt, 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 punt. That's 6. Punt, punt. What was Tom Brady doing in that? Oh, let me guess. Tom Brady was holding on to the ball. He was playing keep away. Wrong answer.
Right answer in the first half. Patriots 20 minutes to Rams 10 minutes. Right answer.
Hold on.
Way to go.
How many points?
20 to 10.
How many points
You're
did the
wrong
Patriots?
again.
How many points?
I'm sorry.
How many points?
I'm sorry.
How many points
How
did the
about for the
Patriots?
game? 33 to 27.
How many points?
Keep away.
How many points did the Patriots have?
They won the game. All they needed was 10, and Tom Brady scored 10.
Skip.
They won.
At that point,
That was his Super Bowl.
at the half, had the game ended, the game would have been over. They would have won 3-0.
Okay.
It's Coach Belichick's
Tell me when it's my turn.
It's not your turn just yet.
Okay.
Because all you want to do is heap praise on Brady.
No, I don't.
But this is
I
not
don't. I'm going to actually answer Jenny's question. I got an answer. I actually did some homework.
The Patriots won the
have
game.
Some insight, some perception over
because William Stephen Belichick the first.
Oh, nice. Good.
Did an unbelievable job.
Sounds like William Stephen Baldwin.
Justice Stevenson on the Supreme Court. No, Skip. It's time for us to give the defense, because, look, it's hard when you don't have... See, when you got Tom Brady on your side of the ball, it's kind of like when we had John or we had TD. No matter what the defense did, they weren't getting any credit. It was John. Because if you remember in the Super Bowl, that first Super Bowl we won.
Oh, so this is about the credit you didn't get.
No.
Okay, that's what it sounded like to me.
Skip,
the tight end deserved more credit.
Skip, you know.
That's why Edelman should have been the MVP. Go ahead.
You know, whatever have the dominant side, whatever have the big name players, and it's normally the credit, or it's normally the quarterback, they receive the lion's share of the credit, even though but I'm saying those...
Except for that Super Bowl where you made Aaron Rodgers. You made him with that touchdown.
Appreciate it.
But Skip, the Patriots won this. and it started with the defense. Now, if you want a little sprinkle a little something on there for Brady, say, well, Brady, you did okay.
You did okay.
You can do that.
You did okay. That's funny. Yeah. You're a comedian.
Nope.
You should take your show on the road, your Brady hate. It would play well in America because I think it is rampant right now.
No, it's not.
It's infecting everyone from sea to shining sea this morning. They hate the fact that the Patriots did it again. But my takeaway from this game was the Patriots proved that they were the better team last night. That they were just better.
Yeah, they were.
In every way, shape, or form. In that game, they were better. I thought it could have been, maybe even should have been 20-0 at halftime. But I'm going to give the Rams 2 breaks here because they deserve 2 breaks on plays I thought they got jobbed on, and they were 2 big plays in this game. The first one happened just before the Brady lightning strike drive from Mount Olympus that we talked about last time. It's 1st and 10 Rams at the 43, and it looks like Goff and McVay are starting to draw a bead on that very torchable Belichick defense. And Todd Gurley gets loose for 13 yards, and I thought, uh-oh, here they come. So it looks like it's going to be 1st and 10 at the New England 44, and what happens?
Holding on.
Flag goes up on my screen, and I'm like, what? And John Sullivan right there is called for holding. I don't see it. Yeah. That's phantom to me because that play happens every time there's a ball snapped in the National Football League.
Yep.
And I'm saying, holding how? On the center. Did he grab?
No.
Was that?
Had no impact
did
on the
that
play
spring
whatsoever.
him? No, it didn't spring him. It had no impact. And I'm saying, that's a phantom hold. And it wrecked that drive because all of a sudden they go backwards. And it goes sack, incomplete, deep with no chance. And then they hand it off on 3rd and 22 to Gurley, who just gets stood up at the line of scrimmage for -1. And they punt. Well, if you don't have a hold on that play, which they shouldn't have had, I don't know. It's still 3-3 at that point. So do they go score? Do they get a field goal? Maybe, probably.
Probably not.
I don't know. And then the other play is the second throw to Brandon Cooks down on the goal line. Not the first one where he's wide open, the one he's covered by Gilmore, and I think Deron Harmon's getting his hand.
Yeah.
I thought Stephon Gilmore reached in.
He armbarred.
And it was he
armbarred.
You know,
he did.
it's a foul.
Yes.
If I'm on this play, I'm going to throw a flag on this play, and I know it's a big one in the game. You can't see it from that angle as well.
Yeah. He armbarred him on the inside.
Here you go. He's reaching in on, and I know the ball's almost there, but I thought it was a foul. And all of a sudden, it's going to be 1st and goal at the whatever, maybe the 1-yard line, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to be a big play in that game because on the next play...
That's a spot foul.
Yeah, that's a spot foul. Because on the next play, Deron Harmon blitzes right in Goff's face, and he just throws it up for grabs, and Gilmore intercepts it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to give the Rams those 2 plays, and if they want to commiserate over that, if they want to...
No, we ain't commiserating.
Cry in their beer today, that's okay. We? No. Oh, you're now...
No, I say, no, I say, we're not giving... I said, we, us. Up here, we're not giving them anything.
Oh, really?
They had opportunities.
Okay. So, in the end, this game was won by number 12 of the New England Patriots. Well, it just was.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Greg.
Well, come on. Did he not?
It
was
Skip.
arguably the greatest drive of his career under the circumstances. He's got nobody. You know this is a wide receiver. Did he have a Greg Jennings last night? No. He didn't have a Josh Gordon. He didn't have his Brandon Cooks from last year. Obviously, he's a Ram.
So that's better than the Chuck Rue game when he had to drive in the snow and Vinatieri had to kick that field goal?
Yes. What about
the first Super Bowl?
The degree of difficulty here?
Was that the first Super Bowl?
Well, what's his he's throwing to Edelman coming off complete knee reconstruction, a slot receiver who can't get deep on anybody, and he's throwing to the Frankenstein monster that has become Rob Gronkowski. Who very possibly was playing in his last game last night.
Okay,
That's it?
What about
do you know what the degree of difficulty? Do you know how good the front is of the Los Angeles Rams?
You told me
how good those two... Hey, those 2 corners, is there a better cornerback tandem in football than those 2? And Roby Coleman's really good.
I see what you're trying to do.
I'm not trying to do anything.
He's trying to hype up the Rams defense to make it seem like Brady
Everybody hyped him.
He climbed this high mountain, Mount Olympus, and he was able to overcome despite despite
when
this
you
great
least expected it. But I'm sitting there saying he's going to do it again because he always does this. He flipped the Michael Jordan switch. And it just broke like that. It was like lightning because he goes 4 for 4. The first 4 plays of that drive, he goes complete, 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 complete. And he's picking different players, different receivers in different circumstances, even though the last 3 formations feature Rex Burkhead at wide out. That's what he's gashing you with Rex Burkhead split out wide. Are you kidding me?
Well, they tried to fool him because
Burkhead?
because normally when you split the running back out and just leave the corner over there, that's telling you a zone. But what they were doing, they were trying to fool him because they had 58 Little John, the Mike backer. He was playing Gronk man to man, and what they did, they held Peters just long enough because he's supposed to overlap. He's supposed to play 1 to 2.
Are you talking about on the big throw to Gronk?
On the big throw to Gronk. But see what happened, Skip, on the play before, remember, they threw it to Burkhead.
They did.
And so now that's in Peters' mind. They might throw it to him again.
So how smart was that?
I just can't drift and
smart was
overlap.
that? Hey, listen, the throw of the game, maybe the greatest throw of Tom Brady's career.
Oh, my goodness, stop
He has no signature throws in his career. I told you the other day. He goes 29 yards into what looked like triple coverage. No, I'm serious. It's the greatest throw.
You told me last year was his best throw. The one to walk off to Brandon Cooks when he threw to the Houston Texans in the corner of the end zone with 6 seconds.
This is the Super Bowl.
It was a completion.
This is the Super Bowl.
Look, there was nothing, and I
was that not the
Brady
play of the night?
Brady is definitely the GOAT. He's the best quarterback to play this game. But last night, there was nothing special that Tom Brady did.
Did you see that?
Nothing.
There was zero special that Tom Brady
Even Jenny
did.
looking like it wasn't nothing special, Shannon.
You know what's true greatness? When you are stymied for 3 quarters, you're frustrated for 3 quarters, and all of a sudden you just say,
I agree.
No, we're going to do this, and I'm going to figure out how to crack your code. And he cracked it with Gronk faking a block, and he throws a sweet little rainbow to Gronk, and all of a sudden the Rams are on their heels. Then they split out Burkhead, and he hits Edelman over the middle. Then they come and mug Edelman with a double team at the line of scrimmage and knock him down, and he goes to Burkhead.
So are you saying they offensively had a better game than they did defensively?
They needed one strike, one